we have been in a terrible way in education for like a decade since, YouTube and Google and Khan Academy and all these things. Kids have been cheating for a really long time. And the purpose of education being content driven, it's like, this has been, I think, a farce for like a decade plus. And now I'm hearing I actually just wrote this post about it, but I'm hearing stories from professors who their only solution is retirement.
I'm Eric Olson. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Consensus. Consensus is an AI search engine specifically for academic and scientific research papers. So we help students, researchers, doctors navigate scientific literature more quickly.
Hello, I'm Garrett Smiley. I'm the founder and CEO of Sora Schools. We are a project-based online middle and high school. So it's a full soup to nuts school working with students between 6th and 12th grade.
What is the big unlock with project-based work? How is that so different than what has traditionally been done?
Traditional work is, can we slam knowledge into a kid's head and hope some higher order thinking emerges magically? That completely abstracts learning with real world context, so it's demotivating. Project-based real world is, what are you interested in? Let's figure out why you're interested in that, why it matters to you, and let's fit learning in that context. So it's this energizing, this like meaningful experience for kids. And the benefit is then you can use professional tools like AI, and you can use whatever at your disposal, whether it's advice from your sibling or AI, whatever, to create something awesome. And that's what a job is. So I think it's better training anyway. I think what happens at school is very different depending on what age we're talking about. I think young kids, we're good. That's mostly childcare. I think as you start to get into the later years, the bigger questions start to emerge. And I think especially middle and high school, it's like almost becoming empty theater, honestly. Kids are given very vanilla assignments. They're cheating. Like, they don't see the relevance of school. So, and selfishly, I think the answer is project-based learning, connection to real-world work, like really get kids engaged and using tools.
I think I kind of take a pretty neutral stance on it in general, that I think we're lying to ourselves if we think that it doesn't abstract some things away that are important. And I've had some recent experiences of the first time of feeling like AI was doing a task better than I was and feeling not as fulfilled and not as learning much about the task.
Did you have an existential crisis?
A little bit,
Yeah.
honestly. And I imagine that has to happen all the time for people in school, and is curbing learning in a real way. And I think we have to not lie to ourselves that is very likely happening and is scary and is something we address. But I think macro, I'm optimistic we'll find the right paths.
Eric, so we were just talking about cheating in schools, and it seems a lot of these AI tools are just being, copy prompt into ChatGPT, paste, submit, right? But Consensus exists as this tool that's really just about, it's about inquiry, it's about asking questions, it's about building your knowledge base. So how have you seen the usage patterns, the behaviors within your platform contrasting with these more mainstream narratives of AI?
Great question. I think what it's resulted in is we probably lose a little bit of that viral pop with a younger audience because of that. Our usage is really nicely spread across. We have high schoolers and undergrads and master's students and PhDs and faculty members. It truly is spread across all of it. I think it's a little bit of a result of exactly this, that it is just a tool to do the work that you're supposed to be doing, hopefully better and faster and more intelligently. And because of that, I think it loses a little bit of its pop dopamine hitting that a tool that could help you cheat more would. And I think the big thing that is surprising about that is that core problem exists no matter what your expertise level is.
Yeah.
And I think it's been really interesting to see that no matter how long you've been in the world of knowledge discovery, you still have this appetite to continue to discover knowledge. And if you build for something that enables that, you can be a little more widespread.
How do we convince students, how do we convince others like them that the consensus route, the more difficult route, is actually in their best interest? Is it like that sort of, is that rhetorical battle to convince them, or is it about creating structures where schools say ChatGPT is banned and you're using this instead.
I mean, what you said there is like a strategic way to do it, of try to win the hearts of the influencers in the communities, the professors and the librarians. But I think that's just like a lever to do it. I think the more like macro, broader strokes point is really hard, but it's try to do the harder thing, but do it delightfully and make it easier to do the harder thing in a way that still can delight users.
Inherently, learning is hard.
Exactly. So there's only so much you can do.
But you have to like valorize the difficulty. You have to say the hard thing is what makes it pleasurable, right? It's like a reframe. ChatGPT represents, it's the cheating, it's the dopamine, it's the getting A's feel great right now, That's hard. My moonshot is, I think, public education. It's their game to lose, but they're on the trajectory to lose it. Like, what is the purpose of school in the 21st century? But they have the relationships with families, they're trusted community members, they have billions of dollars in real estate, more than billions of dollars in real estate. So my moonshot is, how can we take public schools, how do we turn them into almost community centers where they have schools within schools, where kids can still benefit from a larger community, but they can do sports and these things, go to prom, but benefit from the learning style, the learning model that best suits them.
Garrett, this has been awesome, man.
Yeah, great to meet you.
Yeah, thanks for chatting.
Thanks for chatting.